Hi everybody, Todd Burge here. I'd like to tell you a short story. A few years back, I was working at developing my solo singer-songwriter career and playing over 150 shows per year. Many of the shows were here in the Mid-Ohio Valley, and I was determined to survive as a full-time touring musician, and I would take on pretty much any show. I would accept any deal. And I would play noisy bars. I'd play stuffed in the corner of a restaurant beside an aquarium, possibly with people dining and doing what they enjoyed while I was basically being ignored sometimes. I don't begrudge people of that. And then other times I'd be playing some good listening shows. That's really what kept me going. I would jokingly tell my friends back then that I would play anywhere twice, because basically I needed the money to survive. I needed the gig for the income. All these shows were really important, but after a while it got pretty brutal, spending all that time working on a song and working on a performance just to be stuck in some corner and mostly ignored by some folks who, have every right to sit there and socialize in any way they please while they're dining or having a drink. Then one day I was talking about this very thing to my good friend Ron Soul, who happens to be music director for the Mountain Stage radio show, but he's also a seasoned singer, songwriter, performer in his own right. And he said to me, "Todd, did you ever think about playing less and making more?" Well, this hit me like a bolt of lightning, a real catharsis. Ron wasn't just talking about making more money per show. He was talking about turning each show into something that was bigger, receiving more, playing less and getting more out of it. I thought if I could make each show an event, a rare occurrence, then, they will all be considered special. It wouldn't be just like, oh, Todd's going to play next week, we'll go see him next time. And so I went about figuring out how to make every single show an event. So in recent years, I've held to my guns by rarely playing the Parkersburg, Marietta area. But when I do play, I try to make it as special as I possibly can. A real one-time only occurrence. Which leads me to May 3rd at the Adelphia Music Hall in Marietta, Ohio. I have never been more proud of a recording than I am of my latest, Your Reflection Will Kill You, which was recorded by Dixon. And you will hear most or all of that album live on May 3rd at the Adelphia Music Hall with my trio, which consists of John Ingram on bass and Ryan Kennedy on guitar. By the way, I only have 3 shows booked this year with Ryan and John so far, so just that alone, makes it a special show for me. And John and Ryan are truly masters at what they do. I'm honored to be performing with them. But wait! There's much more. The amazing Dixon will join us and play some of his great songs with a bit of our help on May 3rd as well. Don has worked with many amazing artists like R.E.M., The Smithereens, Joan Baez, Mary Chapin Carpenter, so many more. And he even wrote a song that Joe Cocker covered. We're going to play it on May 3rd along with Don. And so that's going to be really, really a special deal. And, of course, there's the flat-out awesome Jess Baldwin Quartet. I feel Jess is just one of the greatest voices out there. Her songwriting has become a superb thing, and that alone is worth the price of admission, folks. And finally, there's you. You make all this possible. My last few shows in the area and some outside the area have been either capacity crowd or sold out, and I have you to thank for that. You've been supporting what I do, inviting your family and friends, and making these shows just so very special. So thank you so much for that. So it's May 3rd, Friday, May 3rd, at the Adelphia Music Hall. Todd Burge Trio, Dixon, Jess Baldwin Quartet. There are about 60 seats left, last I checked. Everybody gets a table seat. You can have dinner if you'd like before. It's going to be an intimate thing at the Adelphia Music Hall. So please join us, and please share this video. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it.